You're highly welcome, my dear brothers and sisters out there. I'm glad that you just clicked, to watch this message. Somebody might ask, what in the world is going on out everywhere? They might be like, what is going on? You hear them Russia bombing ISIS. Poof! In one, maybe in one day they give them almost 140 something shots in different angle, trying to destroy. And you see the flow of refugees, in different parts of the world, mostly into Europe. And when you go into the continent of Africa, you see an uprise of a certain group of people. Somebody might be shouting and saying, what is going on? I want to give you something, you need to understand. Just calm yourself down, because this is just the beginning of things which is coming. And you need to be equipped, actually, because it is very vital to be really grounded, so that you can be able to do to really see these things from the right point of view. You will sit back and you will be watching it and you'll be smiling because you already know what is going to happen before even it happens. Now, I want to tell you something. The things which are happening right now has already happened before. This is just like, let me give you an instance. When people acted things in the movie, those things were being recorded and were being put in CD. So as those things were being recorded and were being put in CD, those things were things that were being done before. So that CD is what they used to insert on a DVD in order to play the people's past life, the things which they have acted before. And this is what is happening in this world at this time. The things which you see happening right now, they have already happened before. So it is a replay of the things which has happened before. And because it is a replay, it was somebody who constructed this giant TV screen. In order for this giant TV screen to be able to to play the things which has happened before into this big TV screen, so that people can be able to to see their past life and be able to and decide on themselves to either to make changes or to continue living their life in their own past life. Now I'm going to be showing you something very, very deep, because what you need to understand is the word. When you look at it, you see, you sit back and you ask yourself this question. You say, what is going on? These things need to happen. You understand it. It needs to do what it needs to happen. This is not yet. This is just the beginning. This is just the beginning. The earth is going on a different dimension. Now, what you need to understand is this war that is happening. Talk about how the Russians are bombarding, ISIS or whatsoever, all those things that is going on in that place. And you see in the west coast of Africa that there is a very massive group of a different set of people coming up who are about to take the whole world. I'm going to show you what I'm talking about, So now, this thing is happening right now. And the people who are not aware of what is really going on, they are going to be what? They are going to be absolved, in the sense that they are going to be sucked out of their own ignorance. So because this is something that is has been already should I put the word predestined, or something that has already been shaped. I mean, the Most High have already constructed these things. He has already said these things. These things has happened already, so it is being played in front of people's eye. So the wars need to happen. Why? Because it has happened. So the Middle East crisis, which you're seeing, is just a means whereby, because when you go into the scripture, this I'm telling you are all written in the scripture, in order to do what? In order to make you to understand what I'm saying and from which perspective I'm coming from. When you go into the scripture, the Bible makes us to understand something, the things which are written in the Old Testament, those things which are written in the Old and the New Testament, these things are the things which has happened. So they are happening right now. In other words, these are the things which are being replayed in the eyes of the people. Why? Because this is elusive. In another word, these things are the things which have been recorded and they are now being played right in front of your eyes. So you have your own eyes. You're seeing the movies. How do you react to the things which are happening? Now I want you to understand something. Those wars that are going on in the Middle East or something like that, These people are playing their own past lives, but you are the one watching them. You are the one getting distracted by those kind of wars that they are doing. If you are not distracted by these people, if you are not allowing these people to inject a kind of a different, because a lot of people, why they are watching these things, there is this kind of low vibration that is being injected into their life. In another word, for them to be hating, so for them to be having that low vibrational kind of emotion. And when you do that, what is happening is there are some people who are doing who are feeding off you, because of what? Because you are a low vibrational being. When you start hating people for what? It's just, for what you know nothing about. For example, now, two group of people, two different people are playing match, maybe group A and group B, from different country. You never know these people before. But you just, out of whatsoever reason, you decided to have favor to this individual more than the other one. You just hated these people maybe because of the color of their jersey, or you hated the other ones just because of. Is it by force? Must you watch the television that is going on? Must you watch the match that is going on? I mean, when you turn on your TV, you know what I'm talking about. You're about to watch TV and you're about to watch a match between this person and this individual, and you have somebody who you just want these people to win. You just want these people in, and if the other people are trying to do something against the other, you'll be annoyed, you'll be angry, you hate these people for no reason. Both of them has nothing to do with you. You are just at home sitting watching television and you are getting yourself annoyed with something you know nothing about. I mean, it's just like some people who sit at home and they are doing what? And they are getting annoyed on the actors who are acting their roles. I mean, who are you going to blame, you are just hating somebody who is acting on what? On a giant TV screen. For example, now you just see someone who has been, he's acting anything that is angrily, he's always aggressive in his actions in the movie. So you have issue with him, you hated him for doing what? Because he's always acting in that form. I mean, whose problem is it? Is it not your own problem that you are watching that individual to be able to get those? Must you watch him? So now this is what I want you to understand. This is what is going on in this earth. These things are happening, and a lot of people are picking a negative vibration. A lot of people are picking annoyance to what is going on that pertains them not, instead of focusing on their own self. They are trying to do what they are trying to hate on others who are doing their own job. Now, I'm not saying that the things which are going on there are so. I want you to understand that those things which are happening are some things that has already happened. They have just been acted right in front of your eye. They have been acted and they have been played right in front of your eye. So these things are not real. It's just like when you act a movie before and you're now playing the CD of it, which has been, so at that time you are watching it, this is not real. This is simply what has been acted already before. So now this brings us, because I want to bring you in order to do what, to show you what I'm talking about, because when you check, you see that there is a shift in a lot of things that is going on. You see, the Europe is being flooded right now, with refugees. Of course, they have to be flooded. You see that what Russia is going into the Middle East in order to do what? In order to with them ISIS and bombard all these things, and then ISIS will take up his hand and put up upon his head and be shouting, "Oh, America should come and help them out." And you see in the continent of Africa, just recently there is one of these people who are in Israel. They are calling on the real Jews to come back and take over their land. I told you this that this is going to happen. Go check out the other video which I made about them Jews. I told you that the people who are in Israel are going to call on the real Jews, on the real Yahudim, to do what? To come back and take over their land. Why? Because the heat over there is getting too hard. I told you that this is going to happen. You need to do what? You need to open your eyes and see where the things are moving. They had to do what? They had to call these people in order to do what? To come and take back their land. To come and take where they used to be before what? Before these, before the Khazars, before these pretenders came into that land. So what you need to understand is at this time now, the whole places are bubbling. These are the things which has happened before. So you don't get caught up with these things. They must happen. What did the Bible say in the book of Matthew chapter number 24? These things need be. That is to say, this is the beginning of what? Of sorrows. This is just the beginning of things. Because you need to know that the earth is going on a different dimension. And because of this, things are going to be dropped. The things which do not have a very high vibrational energy cannot be able to come into that high vibrational energy. So they are going to be what? They are going to be stuck here. So this is the reason why the earth itself has to do what? Has to raise its own vibration higher. In order to do what? In order to drop the ones that have a low vibration. And this is these things has happened before. These things has happened before, and it is happening now. Why? Because it is the same thing that has happened before that is being played right here. What did the Bible say? That there is nothing new under the sun. What has been, it is that which is now. And what is now, it is that what shall be. What had been, it is that which is now. So it is that which is being played right in front of your eye. And what you are doing now, it is what you're going to repeat in the next cycle of life, if you have the chance to do what? To come back under the sun. There is nothing new under the sun. You just need to do what? You just need to understand what is. So do not get carried with all this. This is not your part. You have your own role to play in your own life. Everyone that is here has what he or she comes over here to do what? To accomplish. So, but while you are accomplishing yours and you stay there and you're watching other people's life, what happened? I mean, you get caught up with other people's life. It's just like, when you have your own homework to do, you left that homework and you are watching a TV screen. And out of that TV screen, the only thing you get out of it is what? Is hatred. They are injecting hatred upon your heart. They are doing what? They are just injecting hatred upon your heart. In order to do it, for you to have that low vibration, because they have a hidden agenda. They know that when you are hating against a people, when you are hating without any reason, you're just hating somebody because you are for low vibration, then that means they are doing it in order to do what? To trap you on this low dimension. This low vibrational being, they are only active on this low dimension. And in order to get the people who are going to be with them in this low vibration, then that means they have to put out something that is going to make you to be what? To be hating one another. Haters, I mean, these are low vibrational people who try to discriminate you, who try to hate you for no reason, people who try to gossip about you, people who try to say all kind of things that is not right. People who generally have a low vibration. So these people now, they are going to be what? They are just going to be stuck on this lower paradigm. And when they are stuck here, what happened? The system of the world is going to do what? Is going to feed off of these people. So what I want you to understand is, you don't play your game by the way these people are playing their own games. You are just watching about what is happening. You are witnessing things which is going on, which is happening in this world. You have the opportunity to watch your TV screen, the giant TV screen, which is called the Earth. You are watching a TV screen. This is they call it Earth. I call it TV, big TV, giant TV screen, because the past lives of people are being played in front of your eye. In order to do what? In order to get you, in order to make you, some are going to get some certain things out of it, because you might pick one or two things, which can be able to help you in do what? In lifting you up. But some, they don't have to do what? To be distracted with those stuff. Because already they know that these things are the things which are being done on the people who are of a low vibration. Because now that the earth is going on a different dimension, which is the earth is going on the highest, should I say on the fourth dimension or whatsoever, now it is going to the games are going to be changing. You're going to see more and more things, happening. Why? Because the earth is turning up into what? Into a different realm. And because of that, if you are out there, you concentrate yourself, and you've been concentrating on what? On spewing out hatred and gossiping, warmongers, enchanters, diviner, witches, warlocks, all these people who are trying to do what? Who are trying to be of a low vibration. This is only place which they are going to be dumped. They are going to be what? They are going to be absorbed in this earth. So they can't go above this third dimension. So they had to do what? They had to be stuck in this place. And now, after the cycle of the next cycle that is going to come about, what happened is the entities who are going to take hold of these people are going to suck their energy, because they don't even have much energy. So, but what happened is their energy is going to be sucked. Now, and when that happened, this is what you need to do. What you need to understand about when the Bible talks about what? About the earth, and they that therein dwell upon the earth. That is, and Satan, and power was given unto Satan, so that he can do what? He can scourge the people who are on the earth, those people who are stuck here. They have no assurance for their life, for they are going to be what? A scourge. That is to say, they will prefer to say day. When it is day, they will say, talking about the book of Deuteronomy chapter number 28, from verse number 15. This is going to be now, those who are of a low vibration. Come on, you need to understand this. You need to do what? You need to be elevated. You don't have to play these people by their own games. The people who are on this third dimension, the only thing they can think of is hating, envy, jealous, malice. You get it? They just have all these things, because these things are what keeps them, in this low vibration, and they want it to be in that form. So when you act in this same form, to these people, what happened? This is their kingdom, and you are now operating with the same principle which they are masters too. So when those things happen, what happened? They are going to do what? They are going to suck and do what? And keep you on the third dimension. And when you are being kept on the third dimension, they know that there is no way you can be able to do what? To overtake them. Because this is where they are much active in. So, but if you are wise and you get yourself, you get yourself equipped and be ready to do what? To go on a different dimension. Now, when you go into a different dimension, in that different dimension, you have to do what? You have to have love, my dear. You have to be a different vibrational being. You have to be somebody who is what? Who does not have no envy in your heart. You don't have to be somebody who is hating one another without no cause, without no reason, man. So you have to be what? In a different dimension in order to do what? To be elevated. And now when you are elevated, you can see all these witches and warlocks which are down here, which are on the third dimension. And now all these witches and warlocks, whatsoever you want to, they are in your hand. You get it? But if you are trying to play them in their own kingdom, by the principle which they are masters to, come on, you are going to get yourself to be blamed, man. So you need to do what? Like I say, you need to do what? You need to upgrade yourself in order to do what? To come up into what? Into a different dimension. No hate. You have to do what? You hate the actions of those people, not what? Not those individuals, or not the things. You just hate the action of those people. Do not hate somebody, because of the color of his skin. You have to do what you have to do. You have to know exactly what is happening, and the way Satan. When I talk about Satan, you should know what I'm talking about. When I talk about Satan, I'm talking about, those people who are living in the flesh, We need to understand this. Satan, the flesh has deceived people. Satan, there is what? They have their God, they have their own God, which is what? Which is leading those who are in the flesh, and their God is in Rome. You get it? This is the God of the flesh. You get those who live on this third dimensional being, this lower paradigm, their God is what? Is in the Rome, and you see them Vatican there, you see their holy place there. This is God to those who are on this third dimension. You get it? So because these are low vibrational beings and they have to do what they have to, because these are low vibrational beings, so they have to have somebody who is what? Who is equally doing what? Who is their God. And this God is what? Is a man. And this man is what? Is also what? Somebody who is what? Of a low vibration. So, but if you are not, like I said, if you are not on a different dimension, you cannot be able to, how can you walk out of this lower dimension? Without doing what, without, if you are stuck on this third dimension, what are you going? These people are they are masters of the third dimension. They are low. This is why they hate people they kill for any slightest thing. They have to do what they kill. They kill, they maim, they envy, they jealous, they malice, they everything that is upon the face of this under the sun. This is what they do. Why? Because this is their life. This is the way they extract their own energy. And since they use this means to extract their energy, and you're trying to play them by their own game, come on, you're better than that. You don't go out and be shouting about hate, trying to inject hatred on the mind of the people against another. When you do that, that shows how low vibration you are, low vibrational being that you are. You have to do what you have to be on a different dimension. And when you are on a different dimension, what I'm saying is, these them entities cannot be able to do what to come into that dimension where you are. But you can be able to do what you can come even to their own and be able to deal with them with howsoever you want. Because you've already done what you were in this third dimension and you've now been elevated. Therefore, you are above the people who are on the third dimension. Therefore, you have the right to do what to come from the third and the fourth dimension, from the fourth to the third dimension, to do whatsoever you want to do and still go out. But if you are stuck here, then that means you cannot be able to do what to leave the third dimension, because after all, you ain't got no vibration. You ain't got no energy that will be able to do what to lift you up or take you out of that third dimension. So which means you're going to be stuck in that third dimension. So but when you elevate yourself higher above this third dimension, my dear, this is the key. I just wanted to do what to use this media in order to show you see what is going on in the world. These things have happened before. This is not the first time they are happening. This is not new. Every single thing that come on, you read in the book of Isaiah chapter number 17, the Bible make it very clear that Syria, what is going on? Damascus is being taken out to be from a city. What? What are you saying now? It has already happened. It is just a replay. It is just a playback of the things that has happened in the ancient time. Then people, what you need to understand is all these entities who are coming over here, these